Hello, I'm Sophia Armonte.
Oh, yes, Mrs. Armonte, you're expected.
Thank you.
There you are.
Hello, Sophia. Welcome. Did you have any trouble finding it? Not at all. It's lovely around here. Isn't it? Listen, park over there, and I'll show you around. Okay, thank you, Mary.
Hi.
Hello, you got my message.
Yeah, I called the station. They said you'd be here.
Where have you been?
I've been to Vegas and back. A ridiculous all-night goose chase. I haven't slept since I saw you yesterday. All I got to show for it is 2 bloodshot eyes.
That's too bad.
You look fantastic.
Thanks, I've got an interview for a job.
What kind of job?
For a decorating assignment, of course.
Oh, excuse me. That didn't come out right. I'm a little spaced.
This could be a very big opportunity.
You get it. How's Brandon?
He's fine. He missed seeing you this morning.
Yeah, well, I missed being home. Believe me.
Well, I wish I could believe you. Yesterday, when you left Brandon and myself here, you said that you were gonna take care of something and then you were gonna see us later. Well, you never came back and you never even called. I stayed up half the night worrying about you.
I'm sorry. I got too involved trying to track down this particular gentleman. Look, you'll have to excuse me. I should have called. I know. I guess I've been a loner for too long.
Didn't you tell Eden when you were gonna stay out all night? I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry.
I have to check in at the station. I'm gonna go home and get some sleep. We can talk about this later. I'm too wasted to think straight right now.
Okay.
Good luck with your interview.
Thanks.
I'd hire you in a minute.
Sleep well.
Yeah.
Where is she, Haley?
Mr.
Where is
Cranston, I
Gina?
told you I don't know.
Don't you give me that. She must have said something to you. Now, where is she?
I haven't seen her.
That is a lie.
I'm not lying. Will you
Yes, you
please
are.
keep
Now,
your voice
tell me what
down?
she's going on. Nothing. Ted, I was just giving Haley some instructions.
Yo, it looked to me like you're about to rip her head off, Kirk.
It's okay, Ted. Just a misunderstanding.
I have to go. I'm late. We're seeing both of you later, I'm sure.
What was all that about?
Well, he's just in a bad mood, I guess.
I guess.
Ted, I have to get to work.
Haley! I know you're in some kind of trouble. Now, I don't know why you won't tell me, but I'm gonna find this out anyway, even though it's none of my business. So you might as well just make it easier for both of us and just come on out with it.
I'll tell you after work this afternoon.
Where, here?
No. The beach. The cabana.
Venga acá, señora, this way. Dicen que se puso delante del camión.
Ah, ¿verdad? Dios mío, ¿qué está bien?
Siéntese aquí, señora. Tiene que esperar por el inspector Gómez. Detective Gómez will be here pronto.
It comes pronto. Soon. Are you okay?
Hello. I am Detective Gomez. How are you feeling now?
They gave me a bandage.
Yes, I see. That's good. You had a rather bad accident, and I have to ask you some questions about it.
Where am I?
In Tijuana, Mexico.
Tijuana.
Mm-hmm. I understand you stepped out in front of a truck, and then you, como se dice, you passed out. You hit your head on the curb when you fell. And do you remember what happened? They didn't find any identification, no purse, no wallet, nada. What is your name, senora? Can't you tell me your name?
I don't know. I can't remember my name. I can't remember anything.
Kelly appears to be suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder. The syndrome is most commonly associated with Vietnam veterans, but it's also seen in others who've been through an intense emotional or physical disturbance. PTSD usually occurs when a present experience triggers a painful or frightening memory from the past. The victim has what's called a super recollection. In effect, they relive the original experience as if it were happening at that very moment, complete with all the accompanying physical sensations: sight, sound, touch, smell. I'm almost certain that when Kelly reacts violently to this man, Dylan, it's because she's reliving her experience with Peter Flint. Now, as for my own part, I'll continue to observe her, talk with her, guide her whenever possible. But since I'm not working with her on a professional basis, my influence will be limited. I know at some point I'm going to have to tell her that I'm a psychiatrist, not just a semi-itinerant saxophone player. But given her recent unhappy experience with another analyst, I think it's best I keep my identity, if you will, under wraps. Just a little while longer. I don't want to leave her stranded at a critical time. Right now, Kelly's under tremendous pressure. She doesn't understand what's happening to her, and she's terrified of losing control.
But surely, senora, you can remember something, some small detail that will give us a clue as to who you are. You must think hard now.
I'm trying.
An address, a place, a person, just one. Concentrate, please.
I am.
Well, then I will bring in a doctor to examine you. Maybe there is some treatment that will stir up your memory. What is it?
There is one thing.
Yes?
This key. But I don't know what it's for.
Santa Barbara Bank and Trust Company, Santa Barbara, California. It's a start. I'll place a phone call right now. Excuse me, senora.
Santana, how lovely you look. Not that you aren't always lovely, of course.
Kirk, I'm sorry, but I'm meeting someone.
Oh, really? Business or pleasure?
Both. It's about a decorating job. It's for the casino, in fact. It's a little late.
No, actually, I think I'm right on time.
What?
It was my idea to hire you, Santana. You see, I'm in charge of casino operations now for Capital Enterprises.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought when the lady called me...
Yeah, that was my secretary. I can see by the expression on your face that you don't think it's a good idea to work for me. You probably think Cruz will disapprove.
I know he will.
I see. And do you have approval on every decision that he makes? I'm sorry, I don't mean to push. It's just that I do think you're the perfect person for this job. I've very often admired your work that you did at the house over for CC, and I'm sure I don't have to tell you that a job like this would do wonders for your career.
No, you don't need to tell me that. Look, I can't pretend that I don't want this job.
Then take it. It's yours. I never really liked the Moorish design over there, and since I'm in charge, I want to change a few things. I want to give it a much more contemporary feel.
These are just a few rough sketches, but it will give you an idea of some of the possibilities.
When did you possibly find the time to do this?
Last night after the phone call.
I am very impressed. These are good. These are wonderful. I'm particularly knocked out by this one right here. Right here.
Oh, yes, that's an Italian contemporary. Lots of curved lines and high-gloss laminates.
Yeah, could I get some more sketches like that? Could you expand on that particular motif for me?
Oh, of course, I could make some more elaborate renderings in color.
That's excellent. I guess the only thing left to do is to talk about the cost and your fee, of course.
Oh. This is just an estimate.
Uh-huh.
My fee is a percentage of the total cost. Of course, it's negotiable.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll agree to go along with that if you agree to accept double the percentage you've listed there. The extra money will guarantee your total involvement. Not that you wouldn't give us that either way, of course. You're worth it, Santana. I think you're an exceptionally talented designer. So that's my deal. What do you think? And remember, the casino would be an excellent showcase for your work. And CC does approve of hiring you, by the way.
Yes. Yes, I'll take the job.
What about Cruz?
Well, he's just gonna have to understand.
Good. We have a deal then.
I'll get the renderings to you as soon as they're done.
I'm looking forward to seeing them. And to working with you, for that matter.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Santana.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Nice looking lady you was just with.
Never mind that. Is that the bugging device?
Don't worry about it. I got everything you need right here.
Wait a second, Morel. A detective from Tijuana just called and said what?
They've got someone down there they think is Gina Capwell.
Alive?
Yeah. She doesn't remember who she is or anything else.
That's unbelievable. She's been presumed dead for months.
Should I notify the Capwells?
No, hold off on that for now. I'm gonna check this out myself first. I'll grab the first plane to Mexico. Thanks. Ellie's reactions to Dylan frighten and confuse her. Hold on a second. I'll be right there. Yeah, I'm coming, I swear. I'll be right there. Just get this. Yeah. Hi.
Listen, sorry to bother you, but my window's jammed. I can't get into my apartment.
Well, you came to the right place.
Oh, hey, you're so stupid. Tell you, if you hadn't been home, I probably would have been screaming down somebody on the street and open my door, you know.
Yeah, I'm glad I was home.
The problem is, I don't have my key with me, and my door's locked.
The solution is, if you'll pardon the pun, at hand. I'll just call the super.
Thanks.
Yep, no answer. I'll give it another try later.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I was just wondering what you were thinking about so intently.
I guess what I always seem to be thinking about these days. Dylan and... You must know about Peter Flint now. I thought so.
So what kind of thoughts were you having about him?
I just wonder why my life is so mixed up. And why I keep making the same mistakes.
You're coming down on yourself pretty hard.
Yeah, well, I think I have to. So nothing else will happen. You know, I think I'm bad luck for people that get close to me. No, it's true. They either die or they end up so unhappy that they leave me. And they never understand who I am or what I want. And so much has been left unsaid.
You can still say it.
Not to people who are dead.
You know, Kelly, sometimes when I can't confront somebody directly, I sometimes play a little game. I use a You know, substitution, just to let off steam. Why don't you pretend that I'm Peter and say what's on your mind? Go ahead, Kelly. Forget me.
I'm Peter Flint. Say what's on your mind.
Most lumps on the breast are benign. You know that. So if
Mary.
you won't find out...
This may sound crazy to you. I know you're a nurse. You take a scientific approach, but you were also a nun, and you had to have learned about resignation and submission. I think this is a sign to me that I'm not supposed to fight.
What kind of a sign?
A punishment for the life I've led and the lies that I've told.
Sophia, even if this were a punishment, which I don't for a moment believe, what about forgiveness and redemption?
I don't want to fight, Mary. I want to be in God's hands.
Being in God's hands doesn't mean giving up. God gave us the ability to think for ourselves and to help ourselves. You can't stop fighting.
Mary, I don't have the strength anymore, or the desire.
I don't believe that.
That's what I came here to understand.
Sophia, can you stay overnight here?
Yes, please. That's what I'd like to do, if it's all right with the sisters.
I'm sure it will be. I'm sure. Good. I'm glad. I think you're going to find that the most wonderful thing about this place is it's isolated from the outside world. We won't go out, and they can't get in.
Answer to my prayers.
I'm so happy to see you're alive. Bueno, señora, ella es la mujer. Se llama Gina Capwell. You know who I am?
No. No, I don't. I don't remember ever seeing you before.
It's storm is blowing in. Sailing that I am.
Looks like it.
Might as well check it out while I have a chance.
Okay. Promise to tell me what's bothering you.
I know.
Hey, now wait a minute. Don't try to back out again. I know you're hiding something, Haley. I want you to tell me. I'm your friend. And you know that.
It's about my family. It's all about a particular person in my family.
I've hated nothing.
What are you doing here?
What does it look like we're doing here?
Well, I don't know, but I sure am glad I didn't walk in here 5 minutes later.
Haley and I came here to talk.
Well, I'm sure your father would be thrilled to pieces to know that you're using the family cabana to have private little talks.
Wait a
with
minute,
the
that's
maid.
a real dumb thing to say.
I beg your pardon.
Stop it. Wait a minute. It was my idea to
Wait,
come
Haley,
here.
don't apologize. This is none of his business anyway.
Oh, excuse me, but I am a member of this family, and it disturbs me to see you disobeying an order from your father. He's told you time and again to stay away from this
Yeah,
girl.
well, I've told him many a times I'm going to do what is best for me and what is best for Haley.
For you. He would fire her in a second if he found out about this.
Oh, is that what you're gonna do? Tell him.
Well, I don't know. Perhaps I should.
Oh, all right. Wait, come on, Kurt. This is stupid, all right? I mean, it would be fine with me if Haley worked someplace else. But for some reason, she wants this job.
All right. I'll tell you what. I will keep your little secret, but I advise you to go somewhere else.
Hello? Yeah, Rose, it's me. What's up? Wait, what? Are you sure? Oh my gosh, that's incredible. All right. Yeah, thanks.
Well, what was that? What's wrong?
Gina's alive. Cruz was just down in Mexico. He picked her up there. Except she was in some accident. She seemed to have lost her memory.
Lost her memory? You mean she has amnesia?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Rosa really didn't say much about that. I gotta go check that out. Excuse me.
Amnesia? How convenient.
Do you remember how you got down here? Did somebody drive you? Did you fly?
No. No,
Who were you with before the accident?
I don't know.
Uh-huh. Does the name Capwell ring any bells? How about Brandon? Kirk Cranston?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I am just nothing. What is going to happen to me?
Now, take it easy. You're going to get your memory back. It's just a matter of time, I'm sure of it. Suppose I tell you a little about yourself. Maybe that'll help strike a few sparks.
All right. Go ahead.
Your name is Gina Capwell. That's your married name.
Who am I married to?
Well, you were married to a gentleman named C.C. Capwell. You're divorced now.
Oh.
You've been living in Santa Barbara, California for the last 2 years. A couple of months ago, you disappeared, and everybody believed that you had drowned.
Was I swimming?
No, you were at a boathouse owned by your ex-husband. His daughter, Eden, was somehow tricked into showing up there, and when she did, you pulled a gun on her.
Oh, no.
You have no memory whatsoever of that incident?
No. I don't even know who this woman Eden is. Why would I do something like that? Am I in trouble?
Well, that's one of the things I need to find out. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure you recover your memory, Gina.
Does that mean we'll be going back to Santa Barbara?
As soon as the plane's ready. Maybe seeing the place and people there will have some effect.
You seem like a very nice man. I feel that I can trust you. It's just going back there and seeing these people who know me that I don't know. Well, it's very frightening for me. Are you going to be there with me?
Oh, you bet I will.
It makes me feel better.
Your ex-husband wants you to have the best doctors, I'm sure, until you're better. In fact, a lot of people in Santa Barbara will be praying that you recover your memory real fast.
I'll be praying too.
Excuse me, Inspector Castillo. The plane is all fueled up now. It's ready for your flight back to the States.
Bueno, señor.
Stone walls do not a prison make. Go in peace, my children.
A lot of people care about you, Sophia. I care about them, Mary. I think I'm going to go inside and rest for a while. All right, I'll come in with you. No, I don't want you to. Stay out here and enjoy the outdoors. I'll be all right. Okay. I'll be in soon.
I'm Peter. Come on, Kelly.
You lied to me all the time, Peter. You always tried to manipulate me. You wanted to get me to do what you wanted, and you called that love. You were a sick and hateful man, and you always tried to hold on to me and make me feel guilty about everything. And you murdered those women, and then turned around and said you did it out of love for me.
That's right, Kelly. Everything I did was because of my love for you.
But I didn't love you. I wanted you to leave me alone. I begged you to leave me alone.
But I couldn't. I loved you too much.
You liar! You never cared about me. All you wanted was to own me.
Now, if you had loved me the way you should have, none of those terrible things would have happened.
Oh, come on. I love Joe, and that's the reason you killed him. And you'll try and kill anybody else that I try and love or even get close to. But I won't let it happen. I won't. I won't let them be hurt. And I couldn't do that to Nick. That's why...
Say it, Kelly.
No.
Finish the thought.
No.
You didn't want to hurt Nick the way you hurt Joe, so you said
I don't want to play your game anymore.
Kelly, don't run away from me. Come on.
Sorry, I don't know how to pray very well. Whenever I made mistakes, I never turned to you. I always looked into myself for the answers. But I have no more answers and nowhere else to go. I know I should have the biopsy and the treatment. Isn't the most important part of any cure the will to fight and to keep going on? I've lost that, and I don't know how to get it back. I think what I'm praying for is what I saw in the drawings of the children. Hope. I have tried so hard to love, and I have failed miserably. Maybe I never even knew how. Once I thought the thing that would make me the most happy was the forgiveness of my family, and I got that. They gave it to me, my children did. But I can't forgive myself, so it doesn't seem right to fight. I don't want to die. But if that's your choice for me, I will try to accept it. Your will be done.
I wish I could reach Dad and Eden. We gotta know about Gina.
Eden said she was joining Cece in Baja.
Yeah, I know. I've been leaving messages for him everywhere. Oh, hello? Yeah? Oh, okay. Thanks. Well, that was somebody from Cruz's office. They just got off the plane 20 minutes ago. Cruz is heading straight here with Gina. That's probably them right now. Oh, hi, Santana. My gosh, it's getting kind of rough out there.
The storm came up from nowhere. Is Kirk around yet?
Yeah, well, yeah, I was right in there.
Oh, hello. I brought over some final sketches to show you.
Santana, this really is not a very good time.
There's something we have to tell you, Santana.
What is it? What's happened?
I'll get that this time.
Ted, will you tell me what's going on? Cruz. Oh!
It's all right, Santana. It's true, she is alive.
Gina, I'm Kirk. You must remember me. I'm Eden's husband. Yeah. No, obviously not. We're all very surprised that you're here. I mean, we all thought that you were dead. We missed you very much, each in our own way. Of course, you can't possibly have forgotten all of us. Or this place. Surely you must remember something. You liked it here so much.
Give the lady a chance to get her bearings, Kirk.
Yeah,
She
I thought
just
I was
walked in the door.
I thought I was helping her to get her bearings.
Gina. Ted. Remember?
I'm sorry.
I am too. I'm sorry about your little accident there. But I'm happy you're found. I was worried about you. This is Haley. She's a maid here. Well, you only met her a couple of times, but she really likes you. This is Santana.
Santana.
Right.
Hello, Gina.
Gina, does the name CC mean anything to you at all?
Well, Bruce said that I was married to him, but it doesn't mean anything.
What about the name Brandon?
I feel like I should know who that is. I'm really trying to remember.
But you don't.
I don't.
Gina, probably the last person you saw before you disappeared was my sister Eden. Now, if there's anything you can remember from that night, we just have this big mystery. We need some help.
I'm sorry. I wish I could help you, but I just can't.
Is there anything at all that you remember from your past life, Gina?
Or about where you've been the past 2 months?
Gina, how did you get to Mexico?
Were you there the whole time?
I don't know. Look, I want to answer your questions, but I just don't have the answers.
All right, why don't we all just lay off for a while?
Yeah, I think Cruz is right. I think we should try to make this as easy as possible. We're very sorry, Gina. It's just that we're all very interested in the story of behind this incredible reappearance of yours.
It's raining.
Sorry, I didn't have time to prepare you for this. I didn't think you'd be here.
When I got home, I thought I'd find you there fast asleep. But instead, I found a note saying that you had to run off to Mexico suddenly. You didn't even say why.
There wasn't time.
Did you get any rest at all?
Yeah, I closed my eyes on the plane. Where's Brandon?
He's with Mama at her house.
So why'd you come over here?
I had to drop off some sketches. That job that I told you about is for the Capwells. It's to redecorate the casino, and I got it. I'll be reporting to Kirk.
You knew that all along?
No, I found out after I spoke to you.
Well, you're gonna have to give it up. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not gonna give it up. This project means a lot to me.
There will be other projects.
I want this project. I knew you'd act this way. This isn't fair. I don't tell you what assignments to take. I didn't even try to stop you from working on Eden's case.
Santana, this is not just some macho thing between Kirk and I. I'm doing this for your own protection. You don't understand the whole story here, so just trust me, okay?
I'm sorry, that isn't a good enough reason. You are asking me to give up something that's very important to me.
Kirk Cranston is a dangerous man. That's the reason.
Why? Because he's jealous of Eden.
That's part of it. But it's a lot more complicated than that. And I don't have time to explain it to you now.
Well, until you can, I've got to follow my own instincts. And my instincts tell me that I won't be in any danger working with Kirk.
You think it's just a coincidence that he chose you?
Cruz, don't insult me. People don't need ulterior motives to work with me. I am good at my work. And you know that.
That's not what I meant.
Besides, you are gone most of the time. I would think that you would be happy that I have something to keep myself busy.
Now, wait a second. You knew what my work was like when
and
you married me,
about
so
my work, too. Look, I am keeping this job.
I don't know what you're trying to pull with Santana, but it's not gonna work.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Cruz. Santana and I have a simple business arrangement.
Nothing is ever simple with you, Kirk.
And Gina.
Are there any candles around? Is there a flashlight or something?
Santana, where are you?
I'm over here. I have a candle here. Someone has matches.
Yeah, here we go. Better.
Gina's gone.
He died because he loved me.
No, Kim.
Yes. Peter's over there. I killed him too.
No, they're dead, but you didn't kill them.
They wouldn't be dead if it weren't for me.
They're dead because Peter was disturbed and Joe got unlucky. What happened was tragic. It's not going to keep recurring.
Well, it almost did, Justin.
No. It feels like the same thing, but it's not.
You don't understand.
No, I understand. I know that you feel that the men that you love are going to kill each other or kill you.
It's the truth.
No. The truth is that every situation is different. You can't destroy people by loving them.
You can't possibly know. You weren't there.
I know that you feel frightened of loving and being loved, but you can't blame yourself for what happened to Peter and Joe. Somehow I've got to get you to realize that.
He's wrong, Kelly. We loved you. And we died. You killed us, Kelly.
Kelly, somewhere inside you know that love is beautiful and healing, not destructive. Those two men are dead, but you don't have to bury yourself with them.
They're gone. They're dead and I'm not, and it should have been me. It shouldn't have been Joe or Peter. It should have been me, Justin.
No, you don't have to blame yourself. It's okay. You don't have to blame yourself. It's not your fault.
Where could she have gone? I was standing right next to her.
Yeah, Kirk seems to have disappeared too.
Shot here? Kirk! Gina! You know, I think she was just scared. The lights went out and she ran. We ought to just check around the house real quick.
Okay. What are you doing? What do you want?
I want Gina Capwell back.
Let go of me.
No, that was an award-winning performance you pulled off in there.
You're hurting me.
Just drop the act, Gina. I know exactly what you're doing. It's brilliant, except for the fact that you're trying to fool me as well. I'm your partner, remember?
I don't even know who you are.
You know exactly who I am. You're just dreaming up this whole scheme so you don't have to admit to the... No, I want to hear it from you. You're faking it, aren't you, Gina? You're faking it. Tell me. I know exactly how you think. What are you doing, Gina?
Please get me out of here.
Don't you see what you're doing to yourself, Kelly? If I could get you to stand outside of yourself just for one moment, to look at this beautiful young woman who is torturing herself for no reason, who has so much love to give and so much to live for, and is the only one who doesn't know it.
You don't know me, Justin. There is something wrong with me.
Wrong? Because men love you and you've returned that love? That's not wrong. That's life. That's natural.
No, I never really loved Peter. I never should have been with the man.
And when you realize that, you broke it off. That happens too all the time.
It doesn't. I drove him to do what he did.
He became obsessed. The person who is the object of an obsession is not to blame. You were the victim of it, Kelly, not the cause. The things Peter did had nothing to do with you.
But they did.
Yes. The things that happened with Peter came out of his own delusions. But you didn't make him irrational. And if you hadn't been around, he would have found another victim.
And what about Joe? What am I supposed to do about forgiving myself for him? He died trying to save my life.
He made that choice, but nobody made it for him.
Also, his death had nothing to do at all with me?
Yes, it had everything to do with you. Joe loved you, and he put his life on the line for you. But how do you think he'd feel if he knew you were hating yourself for what he did? That you were denying yourself happiness on his account? Kelly, what he did for love. Now, I believe you would have done the same thing for him.
I would have.
And you wouldn't want him to feel the way you do now, would
No.
you? No. That's right. You should be grateful, not guilty. Grateful that you had a chance to experience that kind of love. And a second chance at that with Nick.
Yeah, but I made a mess of it, didn't I?
Because you thought he was going to die.
I thought Dylan would kill him. Or I thought he would kill Dylan.
I know.
The thing is, I am the one that came between them.
Kelly, the problems that Dylan and Nick have started a long time before they met you.
Nick believed in me. And I betrayed him.
You didn't deliberately try to hurt him.
He's such a good person, Justin.
Well, I believe that, or you wouldn't have loved him.
I really don't want to be left alone again.
He's not gonna die, insofar as there are any guarantees. At least not from your love. And he's not gonna kill Dylan. Kelly, you just don't have that kind of power. You can't turn a good man into a killer, and you can't cure a sick one. You're gonna have to realize that if you're ever going to learn to love again.
Well, even Rembrandt had to start somewhere.
Where'd that come from?
You shouldn't have brought me here.
You know why I did?
Because you thought it would help me remember, but it didn't work. And I'm scared here.
Gina, I won't let anyone hurt you. So you can tell me the truth. Now, I know you're faking this amnesia bit, but I don't know if you're doing it to protect yourself, or Kirk, or the both of you.
I don't know how to prove it
You
to
have to tell me the truth. There are lives at stake, and you know it. Now, trust me. I promise you I won't let anything happen to you, but I have to know what happened to Eden that night. I'm afraid for her, and I'm very worried about Kirk. You said something to Eden. Something like he wants to kill you? And who is he? You can trust me.
I believe that.